Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is my first video with commentary. So today we will gonna analyze some games I played in live stream, so the commentary will be overlaid. And as you can see, I didn't play the classic Mortar variation with Nado. I removed the Nado to put an extra spirit, because Nado become really weak in this deck since the nerf. So yeah, and I also removed the Knight for Berserker because the cycle is faster. So right now the deck is just a 2.5. Okay, so we are up against Adi. This guy usually played Giant Double Prince, but he removed the Double Prince to adapt to the meta, I guess. He just put the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hero and the Lumberjack. So he just start really aggressive with Mini P.E.K.K.A. Giant and Minion. I just put my Archer like this to avoid the fireballs, so I force out him the Zap and Rage so I can put my Scullies on top. So yeah, right now he doesn't have anything for the Scullies, and he put a really bad ability, he just lost 2 Elixir like this. So usually in this kind of matchup, I just play really passively in the 1 Elixir time. So make sure to put your 2 first Mortar Classic in defense, and once you have your Mortar Evo, you can put it in offense. So okay, just put a Giant in the back. I just wait to have 10 Elixir and I just put my Mortar like this. Because if you wait the last moment to put your Archer, it will cause the Archer to stack up on our side as long as possible, so it will be much more difficult to him to get through. Okay, so I just fired my E-Spirit to the Bomber, and he also missed his Fireball to the Archer. And as you can see, the other Archer at the other lane, we always return to the Giant, and that's the exact momentum that I talked about. Because he doesn't have anything since he just put everything at the bridge, so he just have Lumberjack and Mini P.E.K.K.A. and I just have 3 Archers to put the more value as possible. And then I just put everything on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. to protect the best as I can the Mortar. So yeah, the Mortar Evo put a lot of damage. He just put his Bomber, but it's a bit late. I'll just log him, and now I just wait to see what he will do first. Okay, I just decided to put my Mortar in offense. He put his Giant in the back. It's really important to put a Mortar like this, because if he put his Giant in the back, it will force out him to put his offense card in defense. So it will prevent him to create a push too big. Because right here, the main goal is not even to put damage with Mortar, it's just to control the game. Because as you can see, he can't do anything in offense. He can just put his Minion and Bomber with his Giant. And now I just can't put my Mortar Evo because once again, I just don't want him to control the game. And now it's really interesting because it forced out him the Lumberjack Evo. And that's really huge because that's the main threat in the game with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Hero, of course. And now, once again, I just have to put my Mortar like this, and I don't have to put an extra defense. So yeah, just get the more value as possible in the defense. Okay, I just put my Archer like this, he switched the lane, he just put his Giant in the same lane I put the more damage. That could be annoying, but since we have the lead in this game, it doesn't change anything. Okay, so he put a really weird Fireball in my Archer. In my opinion, it was really bad, but I think it was simply to keep his Zap Evo for the next push. So okay, I just locked the Bomber. Okay, I don't put my Mortar Evo in offense because there is no point since he have his Giant in the same lane. I just try to stack my Archers in the back and my Berserker, and I put the Mortar Evo in defense in the last moment. Okay, I put a lot of cards to cycle back my Archers again, because I need to DPS as much as I can the Minion and the Giant, and he put another Giant at the bridge, but I already have my Mortar Evo still alive, so there is no big risk. I just put my Archer Evo like this, force out him the Fireball. I put another set of Archers to DPS the Giant, and he put a Rage to create a path for his Lumberjack. It was really interesting, but useless, I feel like. And now I just put my Mortar like this to prevent the defense. And now I just need to stack up a lot of cards in defense, like Berserker, Archers, Spirit. Okay, now there is the big rocket because I touched the Giant and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is really important to kill him, because it can be really scary. Okay, put another Giant on the other lane, he put another Bomber. Okay, it can be really scary. I just put my Berserker in the middle to pull up everything. I just put another Mortar in the middle to pull the Giant and the other card. And yeah, just put a lot of little card to kite everything, and yeah, really easy defense, I guess. So really nice first win, and see you in the next game. Okay, so we are up against Taha, really nice Japanese player. I think you all know him. Okay, so let's see what he is playing. He put his Fire Spirit. I just put my His Spirit to tank him. He put his Bomber in the back, so I'm pretty sure that he is playing Drill. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting matchup since we have both rockets, so it will be a rocket cycle game. But I feel like it's always the advantage for the Drill because they have the Drill and Snowball all the game, so they can put a lot of damage easily. Okay, put his Drill and Snowball. I just put my log like this to not take any damage, and I need to add the Fire Spirit. Okay, usually I always put my Mortar at opposite lane because I don't want him to get more value as possible with his offense. Okay, I just put my Mortar like this, and I don't add anything because there is no point. Okay, I decide to not defend the Bomber to not be so down in Elixir. Instead, I just put my Archer Split in the back, I put my Berserker like this in the front, and I think I didn't lock because I knew he would not snowball because there was my Archers also. Okay, now just let's put the Mortar in offense because there is my Archer in the left to protect the Mortar. I just put my Spirit and Scullies to protect a little bit the Mortar, but I don't add anything because I want to save the most Elixir for the next push because now I have the Archer's Evo and the Mortar Evo. And he doesn't have his cannon Evo since he put his cannon right now. So I just put my Archer in the front split like this, and I will put my Mortar in the middle. Because in the middle it is protected by the two Archers, so it will be really awkward for him to defend. Okay, and look at this, the Archer in the left. As I said, it's really awkward for him to defend once the two Archer is split. Okay, put his Drill, I just put my Archer like this, he put his Evo Cannon, it's really annoying because I need to put an Spirit, but we take one Goblin damage. And yeah, as I said, we are always be down in damage at the beginning in this matchup. So it's complicated to get back to in the game because the Mortar is really hard to lock in. But of course, it's not impossible. Okay, put his Drill. I know he will put his Snowball, so I just pre-lock the first Goblin and then I put my Archer like this to finish off the Drill. Of course, I decided to not put my rocket and put my Mortar like this because if I put my rocket, he will put his rocket in back. Okay, really important Fire Spirit timing like this because you can avoid the Snowball and not taking any Drill hit. And now I can just put my Archer Split like this and the Mortar Evo because I know he doesn't have the Evo Cannon, so I force him the rocket in the Mortar. So in back I can put my first rocket in his tower. And now we have the lead in this game for the first time. Okay, just put my Archer like this, I put Fire Spirit and Berserker and decide to not put Log because there is no point. Since the Archer just killed the Bomber. He put it really in offense, I put my Mortar like this because I want to prevent him to not put Drill plus Rocket. And once again, I knew he will put his Snowball, so I just pre-logged the first Goblin with Log. But unfortunately, he has Evo Cannon, so he put one Goblin hit. So he have the lead right now. Okay, just let's put the Mortar in the middle to avoid the cannon in the left. I put my Berserker like this in case he put his Bomber. I just put my Archer Evo, Skeleton and Spirit. I just want to save my log for in offense. And more importantly, to save my Elixir for offense. Okay, since I have a Mortar in the map, I decide to put my rocket. And since also I have the Mortar Evo, it's really interesting timing. And he missed the Snowball, so we don't have to take more care about the Drill. I just put my Spirit and Fire Spirit to reset the cannon. So we need to put more Elixir for the Mortar. And now we are in 3-time Elixir, so I can put my rocket in tower. I know I can defend easily his Drill, so I just put my log and my Archer and his Spirit to take any damage. I just put my Skullies to recycle back my rocket. I just put my Berserker, and the best defense you can put is put your log and your Fire Spirit for the Drill. Or you can also just put Archers plus log plus Spirit for take any damage in the Drill. Okay, just put another rocket, it's really rocket spam. I put my Berserker plus log and Fire Spirit to take any damage. He put his rocket, I put another rocket. And as you can see, he missed the rocket, so it's really huge for us. Okay, as I said, I just put my Archer, his Spirit, and I put my log like this. You don't take any damage like this. I just put my rocket like this, and I know he rush quit, so really nice win here, guys, and see you in the next game. Okay, so we're up against Yan, he put his zap, okay. I put my his Spirit, last time I faced him, he was playing Drill. But since he has zap and heal Spirit, I think that's Giant. That's definitely the Giant Dark Prince with Witch. And yeah, the Evo Witch is really annoying, you have to put your rocket on her, so yeah. Okay, so once again, in one-time Elixir, you have to play really passively, especially against giant deck. So I just put my Mortar like this, and you have to be really careful in one-time Elixir. Okay, he put his pump. I just put my rocket to kill him, to kill it. Okay, I just put my Fire Spirit to destroy the witch. He put his giant in the back. I just wait to have 10 Elixir, and I will put my Berserker. And now I just need to cycle back another Mortar as fast as I can. I just put the Archer in the back because he want to put pressure on boss lane. And yeah, I will just wait the last moment and I will put my lock to avoid the charge of Dark Prince. Just put the Skellies to distract the mini P.E.K.K.A, okay. He put his rage on the Skellies, so I need to put an E-Spirit in the last moment to avoid the hit of mini P.E.K.K.A. He decided to put his Evo Witch in the back, and as I said, you have to rocket the Evo Witch because it's unkillable. And now we are in really good spot because now we just use our rocket, so he just want to put his pump. So even if he put his pump, we can just put our Mortar to punish him instantly because he need to put his giant, and we have the Archer's Evo, so we have to split them to put pressure on boss lane and to avoid the fact that he can put the zap on the two archers. Okay, the Mortar is dead, but it's okay because the Archer in the left just put some damage. Okay, we just cycle back another Mortar in the offense to not let him control the game. He put another pump in the middle, and I put a rocket like this because he did a really huge mistake. He stick the true pump in the King Tower, but of course we doesn't care about activate the King Tower. It doesn't change anything in Mortar cycle. So okay, just put my Berserker because he put his rage on the Scullies. Of course, he really aggressive with his mini P.E.K.K.A hero. I need to add an E-Spirit, and he put his witch in the other lane. I just put my Mortar in defense. I will just wait and I will split my Archer in the back. He puts his pump. I can put my rocket since his witch is not Evo. Okay, nice. I just put my Fire Spirit for the witch. I don't add anything. I will put my E-Spirit in the right to take care, to put more pressure and damage in the right. Okay, force out him the heal spirit. Once again, I just put my Archer Evo in the back to avoid a lot of value and to defend both lane. I just put my Fire Spirit to tank my Evo Archer in the left. I just put another E-Spirit. I put Berserker Archer and Lock to defend the right side. And the Archer in the left will help the other lane. Okay, I decided to put my Mortar Evo in the right to take care advantage of the Archer in the right. I put my Berserker in the left to protect the Archer. And the Archer takes 2 hits in the left. That's really huge. I continue to spam with Fire Spirit at the bridge, and Archer we will put a lot of damage once again in the left. And he decided to ignore all the damage in the left, and I decide to put another Mortar in the left to take offense. Okay, put his mini P.E.K.K.A. I missed the Berserker, so the mini P.E.K.K.A. just one-shot the Mortar. That's really bad play by me. I just put another Mortar to take care advantage of the 2 Archer Evo in the left. Okay, he put his Evo Witch. I put my log plus Archer to kill her instantly. And I forced out him to put his Zap Evo like this on one Archer. That's really huge. Okay, put another giant in the left side. I just put my Archer like this. I put a log in the right for the Dark Prince. And now I just spam a lot of little cards in the middle to pull every card in the middle. And now I put a Mortar in offense because I knew he will put his giant in the right. So yeah, the Mortar just lock in the tower, and yeah, that's pretty much the game. We just have to put our Berserker plus log. And yeah, he can't really do anything since we have the lead in the game. One more really nice win and TU in the next game. Okay, so we are up against Knight Graveyard, this guy just playing Giant Graveyard. And I decided to open the game with Fire Spirit just to be annoying because I know he just playing beatdown, so really annoying for him. So just 300 damage like this, that's really huge. I put another E-Spirit at the bridge to just force out him to play. And he finally decided to put his giant in the back. I put my Berserker in the back to defend. Okay, so I just put a first set of archers to force out him the arrows in the first set of archers. So if he decides to put his arrows, I will recycle back another set of archers like this. Okay, I put my Mortar. The mini P.E.K.K.A. passed in front of the giant. That's really nice for us. We just have to put our Scullies for the mini P.E.K.K.A. I put my E-Spirit plus Fire Spirit to kill the minion. And I need to add Berserker, and he put his graveyard, really bad graveyard. We just have to put our log and E-Spirit at the last moment. And now our Mortar just locked in the tower. I put a Fire Spirit in front of Berserker to force out him a card and to be annoying once again. Okay, the Fire Spirit just jumped, he put a really bad witch. Okay, I will just put my Berserker like this, and now we have the Hero Mortar. Okay, just let's see. Okay, put his brawler in the back, we can put our Mortar in offense, we will put it in the right. It force out him, the giant in the middle. Okay, we can put our Scullies to DPS the giant. Okay, just let the Mortar in the right dying, because there is no point to keep it up alive. The goal of the Mortar here was just to prevent him to not create a too big push. Okay, just put my Berserker to protect my Archer. Really bad Berserker because the tower doesn't touch the Bowler. I need to add the Fire Spirit, Scullies, and E-Spirit, and my macros are really disgusting here. Okay, I just decided to put my Mortar in the left, and I put my Berserker to force out him a Bowler that's really huge. You need to put his giant like this. I put my Archer in the back. Of course, once again, the goal is to force out him the arrows in the Archer. I put E-Spirit and Fire Spirit to pre-shot the Gargoyle, the minions. Sorry, okay, I just put another Mortar to be annoying and to not let him control the game once again. I put a E-Spirit. He put his mini P.K.K. hero at the bridge. I put my Archer to DPS the mini P.K.K. I put my lock to finish up the witch, and I force out him the arrows in the Archers. That's really nice. And I decided to put my Mortar Evo. Since he doesn't have his arrows, I can put my Archer's Evo at the bridge. I put Fire Spirit plus E-Spirit to kill the minions. And I put my Berserker in the right to force out him a card. And the Mortar put a lot of damage in the left side. Okay, I force out him the arrows, that's really nice. I put my Archer to take a lot of value. And I put my Mortar to take advantage of the Archer and to get the more value as possible. Okay, I put my E-Spirit to kill the minion. I just put my Scullies. I cycle Archer like this to prevent him to not create a too big push. Okay, I just decided to put my Rocket to take any risk. I put my Mortar like this because I don't want to take any damage from the giant. I add Scullies. Okay, I force out him the mini P.K.K. and he missed the mini P.K.K. The Mortar lock in the tower. He decided to add his minion. I just put my Archer as he doesn't have the arrows in the cycle. And now we are in the range of 2 rockets, so I just wait the 3 elixir time to start rocket cycling. Okay, now I just start to put my Mortar because the cycle of this deck is really fast. So yeah, just spam every card in my side, and I just cycle back another rocket, and really nice win against this guy. And sorry for my English, that was really catastrophic, but I hope you still enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.